Ramayana chapter 33 Kara and his army liquidated. Accompanied by the 14 generals of Kara, Surpanaka came back to Rama's ashram, determined to avenge herself and drink the blood of the princess. Pointing to the two young men, she told her escort, "Look, there stand the men who insulted and mutilated me. Slay them immediately." Rama understood the situation at once and told Lakshman, "Take care of Sita for a while I deal with those fellows." Saying this, he took up his bow. Following the prevailing rules of war, Rama announced himself to Kara's generals and said, "Tell us the reason that you come here. Know that we are here in the forest at the bidding of the rishis for the purpose of destroying their enemies. If you wish to escape with life, leave us alone." But the Rakshasas wanted not peace but war, and the battle began. It did not take long for Rama's arrows to annihilate the Rakshasa generals. Once again, lamenting loudly, Surpanaka went to Kara. The destruction of the powerful detachment he had sent was inconceivable. He could not believe it. He sought to soothe his disturbed sister with soft words. "I have sent warriors unconquerable, each one like Yama. They must have by now fulfilled their mission. Why do you weep? Why need you bewail while I am here?" Surpanaka rose, and wiping her tears from her eyes, said, "True, you sent your 14 warriors with me, but the 14 now lie stiff and cold in death, slain by Ram, whose skill with weapons baffles description. If you have a spark of pride in you, start at once, fight with Rama, and save the Rakshasa race. If you do not, the destruction of my people is certain. But if you're afraid, tell me so, and I shall understand. These young men who have entered your satrapy are determined to destroy your race, unless you first meet and destroy them." These words, spoken by his sister in a loud voice before all his courtiers, pierced Kara's heart. "Why do you speak thus, terrified by a puny human being? Hold yourself in patience for a moment, and you'll have his blood to drink." So saying, Kara rose. "Do not go alone," she said. "Take your army with you." Kara gave orders accordingly. A great army, fully armed, went in advance under the leadership of Dushana. Behind the army, Kara proceeded majestically in a chariot. On the way, he met with many bad omens, which affected the spirits of his host. He laughed and reassured his army, saying, "Never have I been so far defeated in battle. Do not mind these portents. We shall soon crush these two little men and return in triumph." The army took heart at these bold words of their leader. Hearing the tumultuous noise of the approaching army, Ram and Lakshman prepared for battle. Ram told Lakshman, "Do you see the signs? It is certain that the Rakshasas of Janasthana are coming here to their death. I see in your face the glory of the victory that awaits us. Arm yourself and take Sita with you to a cave in the hill and look after her. I shall encounter the Rakshasa hordes and destroy them. Go at once. I do not require any help." Saying this, Rama put on his armor and strung his bow. Lakshman did as Ram bade and took Sita to a mountain cave. A great battle was to follow, so the Devas and the Gandharvas hovered in the heavens to watch the fight. They uttered benedictions and prayed for Rama's victory. The rishis had misgivings. How was Rama standing single to meet and quell this huge army? As Rama stood there, bow in hand, the radiance of his face was like that of Rudra himself when he bent his great bow Pinaka. The Rakshasa force advanced in proud array. With drums and trumpets and the clanking pageantry of war filling the quarters with clamor and causing the denizens of the forest to stampede in all directions. Rama stood holding his bow with his band on a string. Like great black clouds disturbing the sun, the Rakshasa hordes surrounded him. The battle began. But while even the Devas wondered how he could withstand the yelling masses which rushed on him, a constant stream of deadly arrows sped from his bow before which the Rakshasa ranks withered and fell like moths before a blazing fire. Dushna himself stood in front of Rama. Rama bent his bow and sent his shafts in all directions, in an unceasing stream. Like rays from the sun and with the speed of light, arrows shot out from the spot where Rama stood, spreading out in all directions and brought down warriors, chariots, elephants, and horses. The shafts pierced the body of the Rakshas and came out, covered with blood, shining like fire. The army was utterly destroyed, and Rama stood still, like Shiva at the end of time. Dushna came again with another great army. For a while he seemed indomitable, but soon Ram's arrows laid low his chariot, drivers, and horses. He jumped down and sprang towards Rama. Ram's arrows, however, severed his arms from his trunk, and the great monster fell dead on the ground like a huge elephant. Other Rakshas who saw Dushna falling rushed against Ram and were also slain by arrows that sped from his Kodanda bow. In this way, the whole army of Kara was destroyed. It had come roaring like an ocean, and now it lay still, a mass of corpses and severed limbs and derelict weapons and broken chariots. Only Kara and Trisiras remained. As Kara rushed forward to meet Rama, Trisiras stopped him, saying, "I shall go first and kill Rama, or else I shall be killed. After I am dead, you may meet him." The three-headed Rakshasa, mounted on his chariot, attacked Rama with his arrows. Ram met them with arrows that hissed like deadly serpents. At last Trisiras collapsed and fell, spitting blood. His followers fled like deer. Kara, seeing this, cried, "Hold to the fugitives," and directed his chariot against Rama. His confident pride was gone, but he fought manfully. The shafts sent by the two warriors covered the sky. Kara stood like Yama in his chariot, sending his stream of arrows. For an instant, Ram leaned on his bow. In that interval, Ram's armor was pierced by Kara's arrows and showed the prince's body shining like the sun. Ram now took upon the bow of Vishnu and laid low Kara's chariot and cut his bow in twain. Kara then took his mace and approached Rama. The Devas and Rishis watching the battle became anxious and renewed their benedictions. "You have been a terror and a plague to mankind," exclaimed Rama. "Strength of body is no protection to an evildoer. You have persecuted and killed Rishis. Engaged in penance in the forest, you will now receive the punishment due for these sins as yours. The spirits of the Rishis whose flesh you fed on are now witnessing your punishment from the aerial chariots. I have come to the Dandaka forest to destroy wicked Rakshas. My arrows will pierce the bodies of your kinsfolk. Your head will soon roll on the ground like a ripe fruit." "Human worm," exclaimed Kara, son of Dashrata, "have done with boasting. You are proud because you have killed a few common Rakshas. A hero boasts not as you do. Only a Kshatriya, banished by his people, can talk boasting like this. You have shown you can brag. Let us now see if you can fight. Your words have blazed up like a burning straw with little heat or life. Here I stand, mace in hand, like Yama, to take your life. Evening approaches. Be prepared to lose your life. I am here to avenge the death of these, my followers, whom you have killed." So saying, he whirled his mace and hurled it at Rama. The mace was split by Rama's arrows into splinters, which fell harmless on the ground. "Have you finished speaking, Rakshasa? Now you shall die. The forest will be safe hereafter, and the Rishis will live in peace," said Rama. Even while Rama was speaking, Kara pulled out by its roots a huge tree, and gnashing his teeth, threw it at Rama. But this, too, Rama split by his arrows, and fearing further delay, he aimed deadly darts at Kara. The wounded Rakshasa sprang on Rama, intending close combat with him, but the latter avoided contact by stepping back and laid him dead with a shaft, which clove his breast. The Devas showered flowers from on high and cried in joy. "Rama has killed the sinful Rakshasa. Men can live in peace in the Dandaka forest hereafter." Within an hour, Ram has destroyed Kara, Dushana, Trisaras and their whole army. Indeed, he is a hero. Sita and Lakshman returned from the cave. Lakshman embraced Ram and Lakshman embraced Ram and rejoiced that single-handed he had fulfilled the promise of safety he had given to the rishis. How did Rama all alone perform these feats? If one observes a cow guarding her calf and scattering a whole crowd of men, one can realize the power of love. Love is a supreme quality which, according to occasion, manifests itself in diverse heroic forms, such as valor and self-sacrifice, just like gold which can be changed for silver or goods or other things of value. When God assumes human form and is engaged in fulfilling his promise to save the helpless, his limitless power comes into play.